I didn't lose my child, FYI.
Wake up, get up, stretch my legs, eat some breakfast, milk and eggs, brush my teeth up, wash my face, throw my clothes on, start my day. Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go.
Alright, hey honey buns, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here ever, welcome for the first time. I'm Meela Vanderbuilt, and today we are doing Second Life thing. So literally for the past year that I've been on YouTube, I've been saying that I was going to create a couple of short videos here and there for people that just like, you know, real short, quick, straight to the point. I get it, streams aren't for everybody. So I've been wanting to do some just like gameplay videos. I've done a couple sprinkled out here and there, but I didn't want to get into like short tutorials because but I've also realized that I've been talking a lot over the past year about different types of Second Life gameplay, role play, all these other different things. And it's like spread out in so many different videos. So I'm gonna link those videos if you want to go in deeper on any of these. But I also just want to talk about a couple of ways to make your like Second Life experience a little more fun. It's kind of a cool community to get involved with, albeit there's a lot of drama. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Let's dive in. My avatar is home right now. I also have my kid online because I want to show you guys like family and all this other stuff. Cool. It's also 8:45. If I was wearing this outfit, if you saw me in this outfit yesterday, it's still yesterday right now. So mind your business. I'm not gonna change. All right, so we're just up in Meela's house right now. The child is yelling at me. Okay, so first things first, since we're at home and the child is yelling at me, let's start with like family stuff. It's really cool to get a place to live in Second Life. It's not like necessary to have fun though, so don't feel like you need to go spend a whole bunch of money getting a place to live. Of course, I own a city, so I'm going to tell you all about mine. Well, I own the city called Bayside City. Someone also afterward created a whole new Bayside City. There was also one before me, but I made sure they were good and gone and closed before I opened mine, but someone came in and did the same. So always make sure you're in the right Bayside City. I put my name in it just so it's a little easier to know which one is mine. And our Sims are called Bayside. So one Sim is called Bayside City, one is called Official Bayside, and then another one's called the Monarchy. And we're still growing. So we got another one coming up as soon as I have the time to finish building it. It's a whole town. Let me like cam out. I'm gonna lag because I've got 2 viewers on and my recorder and all this other stuff. But this is the city. And there's a bunch of different houses. There are role play things. It's primarily a residential city, but we do welcome guest role players. If you want to live here, that's you. If you just want to visit and like engage in some of the places I'm going to show you, do you, boo. Do it all. But this is my house. I've never decorated it. I mean, I decorated some parts of it. Mostly everything that had to do with the child. So like she has a little play area over here. Her bedroom is also done. This is her room. It's cute. Ish, I guess. This is her when she was just a little mesh baby. So when you have children in Second Life, you can have like actual mesh babies. This was like a basic Black Phantom one, but they also have like Zuby babies that you can have. You know, I think when we aged her up a little, we had a Zuby baby, and I went through a whole like role play pregnancy with her. I have a million videos on it. If you want to see it, check those out. And that's just a random ass picture. I don't know who that is. And I think this is the picture they gave us when we went to like the pregnancy clinic, because you go to like an actual clinic and they role play it all out. It's crazy. It is detailed, honey. But this is her little cute room. And the system I'm going to show you that we use for life simulation, I have it, everything in here is scripted. So all of her toys, if she sits on them, she actually gets like points and stuff for having fun. She has her crib here, so she gets points for like sleeping, and her rest goes up. And then of course we have like a change table, so that's her hygiene, and they call it continence. I'll show you all about that in a minute. This is my bedroom. I've never done anything in here except put a bed down. And this is like a cute little thing for babies because she can like sit in there. The kitchen's done, so boom, that's the most important part anyway, right? So anyway, for family role play, you have options. I made Akello an avatar because it's cute. You can like change her outfits and make her look kind of any way you want to. She's wearing a Gina's head, so you can like really get custom with it. I've also realized lately that Leluka heads are smaller than Gina's head, so I kind of wish, or I have to look into it. I don't know if anyone makes child skins for Leluka.
Maybe.
It'll be useful. Zuby makes babies. They have a pregnancy system now that'll give you an infant. And then they also have like these little toddler ones that are kind of the size of her. I didn't lose my child, FYI. But basically, family role plays and other things is kind of big in Second Life. Like people, like beyond just like meeting people, having friends and calling them your family, people actually do family role play. So like they'll have children There's a larger child that looks like an actual like maybe like 6-year-old or something. There are teenagers, like people really age up. A lot of people find it creepy. Don't be creepy with it. Kids won't be creepy. So as you can see, they're about the same size. So that's why I used to have Zuby. Zuby for me was just like getting pricey because to do all the things I wanted to do, because I wanted to take care of her stats and like change her diaper all the time and feed her all the time. And I was like, this is going to be a lot. And like getting her new outfits all the time, like textures cost the same amount as meshes when it comes to Zuby in comparison to like Avatar clothing. And there were just a lot more options for Avatar clothing and hair options. So I went with Avatar. But I had Zuby for a long time. If her face raises, we'll try to see it. But it's fun because you can also like carry them around. They're Animesh attachments, so you can take them like to any other sim. Like if I want to carry the Avatar, it's a little more complicated. And this one was just like a basic mesh baby. It doesn't do anything. It was just when she was supposed to be an infant. This is what I used. It's technically a boy, but this is what I used for that. This was before Zuby had infant babies. So Zuby now has a baby that's even smaller than this one. I don't have it, but it exists. So those are the babies. And she does all types of things. Like she can crawl around. She also makes noise. She'll cry. Oh. And you can set it so like other people can hold her. So I think you have to like add a partner onto it and other people can hold her. So me and my partner, we used that at first. And it was cute. Like it was a cute little thing to do. But I went with an Avatar baby just because it was a little easier for me. Let me show you a couple of things that I used for the Avatar baby though. So she's currently wearing, like if I do this so you can see objects, she's wearing this thing around her head that is basically a RLV thing. If you're... Okay, she's going to have to stop yelling at me. But if you're new to Second Life, basically RLV was created to control other people's avatars for different types of activities. But it's a very similar system. It's called Yes No, but it's YUUS/NUU. I'll link it. But basically Yes No system allows you to control her. So if I click her head, of course I can like put TP on for her. So if I go anywhere and teleport, she'll automatically teleport for me. I can also set up different outfits. That is a complicated process. I feel like this whole video by itself. I can't do that for you right now. But you can also like have her sit on things. You can hold her. If you put hold hands, she'll just kind of follow you around. I usually use that when I'm out in public and I attach a stroller to her. But let me show you what it looks like to carry. It's a little clunkier than I think using Zuby. All right, but you have to be able to res to do this. So you can't carry your child if you're not in a sim where you can res. You would have to have her follow you. And then it's not always perfect. Like, let me see. Like the animation is not always perfect. And that has to be adjusted on like the child's viewer. So you could either log her into another viewer. You could have 2 viewers open on your computer. Or what I usually do, just because of lag and stuff. Right now she's on Firestorm. I'm on Black Dragon. Usually I have her on a viewer called Raidgast. And it's just a text viewer. You can't see anything. But you can see like her inventory. You can see controls. You can see... Well, you don't see them. You just see like text. And it takes like no resources from your computer. And then you see how this, like, it's not a top priority. So my AO always overrides it. Usually if I'm carrying her, I'll like hold a handbag in the same hand. So it looks like I'm holding her. But if you walk around, of course, she trails behind you a little bit because she's an actual avatar. She's not an object. So it's not perfect, but like, I don't really care. I still like her being an avatar because I like shopping for her. We're using Zeolife. I'll talk all about Zeolife in a second. So basically Zeolife is... I forgot she had that unicorn on. I was like, girl, what is this above us? But Zeolife is a life simulation HUD in Second Life. So it'll kind of make your sim or your avatar life kind of like the sim. So you have food, water, energy, health, hygiene, chair, continence, which is the restroom. And you can like level up and do all of that good stuff. Change table. I always think the change table is so cute. So I want to show you. Right now I'm controlling her on her viewer just for like time's sake. But you could always use her little yes, no thing by clicking her head and tell her like what to do. Like I could have sat her down just by clicking her head. But let's see, we could like change her diaper. It goes into this like cute little animation. And meanwhile, she's getting her Zeolife stats up. Because I'm also sitting on it, mine are going up too. So I think it's gonna like increase our continence and our hygiene. You can also like put her in the bathtub. There are a couple of different bath options. This is just going crazy because it's not res yet, but they're bubbles. But she has like little rubber ducky, like it's so cute. There's this cool like breastfeeding thing, by this store called Candy Yams. It doesn't do anything really, but it's like just fun for role play. Let me see. Okay, so here's the like little breast pump thing. Like I said, it doesn't really do anything. It's more for role play. Let me see if I can remember how to work it. Oh shoot. Splash 12 pump. It's on like, brings up the menu. And then let's start pumping. I can't remember how long I have the pump on for. So this, it's just a random thing to do. It would be real cool if these gave like a Zeolife bottle after, just saying. It doesn't really like give you anything for your baby or anything like that. But I just thought it was cool for the role play. Like, look, it's at 30%. So I would usually, like, especially if she's building up her stats, like if I really needed to put her in a bath and I want to sit here and pump her something, or if I like gave her a bottle because her food was low or something, I could always sit here and like pump. I like just keeping my avatar busy all the time. Like I like her doing a bunch of different things. But look, it's almost done. She's at 75%. And then I use this, like, there's a lot of clothing in Second Life that you can click so it removes like parts of it. So her outfit right now is one of those, but you can see like every time I click the button, it dresses her a little more. So I'm gonna grab my kid. Let's carry her. I'm not gonna even adjust her because we're just trying to get out of here. And I'm gonna take her through the city so you can see, like, I want to tell you about the Zeolife HUD next. So that's basically how to have a family. There are also ways, like, people really enjoy the pregnancy aspect in Second Life. So there are all these different systems to get pregnant. There's this one system called Mama Alpa where both a female and a man uses it. It'll take you through like a full cycle for a woman. So you'll have your Dorota days, you'll have your ovulation days, and there's like a chance that you can get pregnant. So you can like, there are all these ways to adjust it. So you could put how likely it is that you get a pregnancy. Me and my partner, when we did it, we made it extremely hard, so we'd have to keep trying. I mean, you don't have to have relations. You can just click the HUD. It wasn't about that. It was just, we wanted to struggle a little bit. There are also systems that complement it. So we use that, and then you can have something for the actual birth. So hands-on care maternity actually makes like a belly system that goes, like, it works with the Mama Alpa system. Or you could just get a full-blown pregnancy body like Zuby, and it'll take you through the pregnancy. I don't know if Zuby has any sort of system in relation to like trying to get pregnant and like having a menstrual cycle and all of that kind of stuff. All right, so now we're out here with her flying ass unicorn. Basically what I do for her is, because you can't, not all cars are modifiable, so sometimes it's, this is a terrible car to like have a child in. We're just gonna do it. But not all cars are modifiable, so you can't always like put a car seat in there and link it. So usually what I do for her is they make all these attachable car seats and strollers and all of that kind of stuff. So for her, I would just put her in a car seat. But basically, once you sit her down, she'll like be like that. So usually it's better if you have a car that has a back seat. I didn't realize mine didn't. And you could always like adjust her in the seat. You could increase her hover so she's not sinking down in it. And then you could just like take off and drive. I'm using this car by SA. I have to figure out who that is, but there's another car store called Lush, and Lush and SA, I like to use their cars. They're not like as fancy as some of the other cars, but one, they're very low prim. They're, for whatever reason, I don't know if they have less scripts or whatever the case may be, but they don't lag as much as I do. Or I don't lag as much as I do in other types of cars. And what's also cool is they work with like a gas system. I'm actually show y'all that real quick. We have two of them in Bayside. We have one over here on the Monarchy Sim, and then we have one over in Little Tokyo. I set my car up so it goes, like, it's optional. You can turn on the fuel system or turn it off. I turn it on, and I turn on maintenance. So after driving a certain amount of miles, her car will actually break down if she doesn't take it to get repaired. And you can also get your car repaired here. There's like a service laptop. All right, so let me get out, pump some gas with my child who's running shotgun. Don't call services on me. There we go. I'm gonna use pump. I clicked it. I hit use pump. Select which fuel system. I use regular, and then click the nozzle to begin. So because this car works with these gas stations. It automatically finds my pump and it's going in there. And then now that it's actually in my pump, I just click on it. And see, my gas is full. I only spent 15 cents. My gas is full right now because I went to the gas station before. But if it were empty or needed more fuel, that would have gone on for a little bit. And it actually goes up. Like, it'll show you the amount of gallons and the price. You're not actually spending lended on it. It's just doing it for fun. So all you have to do is click the pump. It goes back. Usually there's a receipt sound. Yep. And then you're good to go. All right. So next up, I want to show you guys the simulation system. I personally like using simulation systems in SL because I feel like, especially when you're new, if you don't have any friends or you don't want to shop all the time or you're not quite into like the party scene, you kind of just want something to spend your time doing, especially if you're not creating or anything, especially when you're new. Like, you just want to like be with yourself. Well, I did. I just wanted to be with myself, explore the game, figure things out, meet people along the way. Because I feel like when it's just you all by yourself staring at your avatar, you either get bored or lonely. And I think simulations help with that. They give you something to do and you end up meeting people with similar interests. So I like using simulation systems. There are a couple in Second Life. There's one called Zeolife. That's the one that I use. That's the one that I've configured my sim for. There's also one called BU that's pretty popular. I'm just going to show you Zeolife because that's what I have and that's what I use. Okay, so this is the Zeolife HUD. So again, just find a bus stop. Oh, I need to update that ad. That party ended. Find a bus stop. Any bus stop in Bayside will have this. All you do is click it and then accept the roleplay HUD. You get it for free. It's totally free to use. You do just have to res it out somewhere to open it. You'll get the HUD and you'll get an overhead display. So I'm wearing the overhead display. This little thing over here is the HUD. So if you click on this, it expands. You click it again, you have all the options. So you can like hide your overhead or you can show it. The first thing you want to do when you put it on, because you're only going to see like 4 stats. I think you're going to see food, water, energy, and health. You want to see all of them. So usually what I do is click on overhead and then go show for/show all. And for some reason, until you do something like that, your HUD doesn't change. Like everything just stays at 100%. So you want to do something to like activate your overhead or even like turn it on or off or something. Because for some reason, when you put it on for the first time, it doesn't do anything. You can also pause it, which is important. So if you just don't want your stats to go down, you don't want to deal with it, but you don't really feel like taking it off, you can just pause. And basically these are the stats you have. So food, of course, that means you're hungry. Water, you're thirsty. Energy, health, hygiene, cheer, continence is the restroom. You can't do anything about your health. Well, yeah, you can now. There are things that'll increase your health. But if any of your stats are too low or 0, your health will start to go down. But there are a bunch of different things. Also, if you're here, I strongly recommend grabbing a teleport HUD. All you do is click on it, you keep it, and this is the easiest way for someone new to Bayside to get around Bayside because it's just like a city. You can get lost. There's no GPS system here to show you where to go. All right, so this is the roleplay HUD. It doesn't have like every single business that's in Bayside because a lot of the businesses in Bayside are just user owned. So it's like people who decide to purchase a business in Bayside. It's not necessarily owned by me. So if you're looking for something specific like that, just try to know what street it's on or the general area. So if you like click on businesses, for example, this takes you to general areas. Also dining options. So all the different like restaurants and places to go. Fitness, these are different places to work out. Right now, there's just the 2 that are owned by me. The Monarchy, of course, that's the club. And you also have the mall. Bayside services, so that's like the police, the courtyard, and the medical clinic. Right, so this really helps you get around and it helps you explore the whole city. So I would strongly recommend grabbing that. You'll also see that at any bus stop and at our landing point. Let me have a look at my stats really quick. I'll show you just really quickly how you can get your stats up. So she's kind of hungry. She's thirsty. She's a little tired. So there are lots of restaurants in Bayside. Basically, Zeolife is really cool because 1, you can buy food that's just reusable. So you don't have to keep buying it. But a lot of people who do this also just like to like go to restaurants or go to markets to pick up food and stuff. So you can do that. You can really choose how you want to play. Let's see. I'll camp because I think it'll be a little easier than walking. But there are a few places like Bubble Tea Cafes, one of the popular ones in Bayside because they sell a lot of different, They sell a lot of different Zeo Life meals and drinks and stuff. Another really popular place on this side, so we call this West Bay side. So over on West Bay side is this place called BUFC. So it's also Zeo Life compatible. There are like burgers, fries, chicken meals, different drinks that you can get. You can also, what I love is you can order at the window and you could just like select what you want over here. But it's really cool to eat there. And they have like meals, so you can get like basically the equivalent of a Happy Meal. It comes with your food, a drink, and a toy for cheer. It's so cute. Also, Bayside has a dark side. So if you go into the kitchen, there's a station here where you can kind of roll your own weed. And there's also one over here for Coke. So everything's not super PG. It doesn't have to be. Just, you know, you choose what you want to get into. I'll actually bring you over to this little tiny market because you can also cook with this, which is really cool. All right, honey buns, that is all for this video. I said I was gonna keep it kind of short, so I'm gonna cut it off here. Of course, there is a lot more to this video, so I'm gonna do that in part 2. This one, I kind of just wanted to show you family and get you into the simulation HUD. Next time, I'll show you about cooking, different things to do with your stats, different jobs to have, and then of course, some of the social media stuff. So stay tuned for the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful and insightful and had a lot of information for you to kind of grab as quick as you can. I am not used to short videos, so this is the shortest I've done ever. But I hope it helps, and dive in, have some fun. But I'll see you in the next video. If this was helpful or if you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a like and a comment, por favor, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.
Just the other day, saw you looking my way. I start to contemplate moments that went to waste. Why you do that? You drop me like who that? And put me through that. But baby, it's useless. I'm living my life. Don't need you in mine. Me feeling just fine. One of a kind. Who better than I? Oh, shout